Hello, fellow classmates. Allow me to tell you all about my community partner assignment, specifically the organization Drag Queen Story Hour. I was privileged to discuss things with Jonathan Hamilt, one of the co-founders of Drag Queen Story Hour, and as you can see, his contact information is listed below. Now, Drag Queen Story Hour has been instrumental in providing diverse and fun programming for a variety of libraries, not just nationwide, but also internationally. The mission of Drag Queen Story Hour is, in its core, quite simple. It's really what it sounds like. A variety of drag queens and kings read stories to children in libraries, schools, and bookstores. Drag Queen Story Hours captures the imagination and play of the gender fluidity of childhood and gives children a really glamorous and unabashedly original look at role models and how it can be advantageous to the learning process. Drag Queen Story Hour fortunately offers a wide variety of activities for both their local audiences and the community at large. Storytelling for young children audiences is the primary focus of Drag Queen Story Hour. Recently, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the organization has chosen to take their story hours nationwide with live streaming for home audiences. In ordinary times, when COVID-19 has not been a pressure, activities such as dancing, reading, stories, and games have been designed for children of ages 3 to 8. Drag Queen Story Hour is quite careful to promote age-appropriate activities that will compel children to explore their creativity, gender expression, and artistry. With scheduling in mind for little ones as well as their parents, most Drag Queen Story Hour events last between 45 minutes to an hour. I was quite lucky to be able to contact and coordinate with Jonathan Hamilt himself, who is a co-founder of Drag Queen Story Hour, as well as noted drag queen. He was responsible for building the organization in its infancy in San Francisco and New York. Hamilt is also responsible for coordinating chapter openings and interorganizational relations. To better understand local organizations that work with Drag Queen Story Hour, since there are none in my specific regional area, I was able to reach out to Joanna Zaleski, a noted drag king, as well as a committed volunteer with Columbia's Harriet Hancock LGBT Center. She is also a committed social worker. To explain Drag Queen Story Hour resources a bit more fully, I can tell you that the resources that the organization provides to libraries are, quite frankly, specific and for select eyes only. Although Drag Queen Story Hour does provide new chapter onboarding packets for all area and regional libraries that are approved to join Drag Queen Story Hour, the information and contents of these vetting packets is considered proprietary material, and unfortunately I was not able to secure any samples. However, courtesy of Mr. Hamilt, I was told that the packets provide libraries and other community partners with best guidelines and best practices forms which will assist local library systems in planning events with Drag Queen Story Hour and other coordinating agencies. When I was able to interview noted activist and drag queen Joanna Zaleski, she explained to me how the Columbia area Harriet Hancock LGBT Center is able to work not only with the gay and lesbian community, but also with libraries. As a research and information organization, it's considered a safe and inclusive home that supports, educates, and empowers the LGBT community, as well as their allies and neighbors. The Harriet Hancock LGBT Center focuses services on various parts of the queer community. This includes BiSpace, a meeting grounds for exclusively bi-identifying young individuals, De Ambiente, which is an organization devoted specifically to Latinx LGBT individuals, and Gay ARP, which focuses on outreach to older retirement age gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender individuals. The HHLC also has made available to the public their Sam Nichols Memorial Library, which is the largest queer library collection in the Palmetto State. One of the areas of community engagement in which Harriet Hancock LGBT Center prides itself is its ability to work with local organizations, including Drag Queen Story Hour, in order to create safe spaces and opportunities for enrichment for LGBT individuals as well as the public at large, including their children. As a resource provider, the Harriet Hancock LGBT Center is invaluable because it links LGBT organizations with area advocacy groups, health organizations, as well as literacy advocacy groups. After my Zoom conversations with both Mr. Hamilt and Ms. Zaleski, each contributed to a singular aha moment. Although libraries at large, as well as their programming, have been severely hindered by the current COVID-19 pandemic, it occurs to me that the overall aims of the Drag Queen Story Hour, as well as the efforts of the Harriet Hancock LGBT Center, offer a rare and timely opportunity to draw attention to the plight of LGBTQ citizens, as well as ways in which the larger society can bring awareness to the needs of the LGBTQ community. I felt quite privileged to reach out to two such individuals and their respective organizations, and I thank them very much for their time. I hope you have found this presentation useful and entertaining.